Hey everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back today with Ives the Teenage Exocolonist. In the last one, I believe we had a birthday party that was interrupted by the Helio kids. I think are just trying to get skills up right now. We did get a new pet to follow us around and it's very cute. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here we are. Yeah, see, we have our little Hop-Eye right now. He's cute. What it did do was give us extra spot right here. I do like this +5. This one might be a good one. +2 to last card might be good as well. That would be good if we're just kind of lacking a few at the moment. Anyone have anything to say at the particular moment? It is, I guess, the pollen season. Crystals. I have not given anyone birthday presents in a while. I think for us, we are 18 now, so I think there are about 2 more years left. I could apply to be a hunter. We haven't tried that. But I'm kind of interested in what that is. Let's look at it. Utopia sighs when you tell her you're looking for Rhett. Well, I can't stop you, sweets. Rhett's over in the garrison, though. I don't like him coming around here trying to poach my people. You head over to the garrison. Ah, it's you again, Rhett says. Going to try out for the hunting party again, are you? Face looks up from where he's cleaning a plas rifle and scowls at you. Why do we need to kill them? Face laughs. Because they're killing us, Heather. Keep up. He clenches his fist. It's the classic struggle between humanity and nature, he says. Nature's not all flowers and rainbows. On Earth, everything and everyone was trying to kill each other. For survival, for food, hell, even just for fun. I can't wait to bag a real trophy, Zeno, he chuckles, framing his hand like a painting on a wall. First 10-point buck on Vertumnalia. I don't want to kill animals for fun. Rhett scowls at Vase. You won't be killing them for fun. You'll be killing them to defend the colony. Vase rolls his eyes. Final answer is no. Okay, we're not going to do it. Vase scoffs. What did you expect from a colony kid, he mutters. Too spineless to stand up and defend their colony. Rhett doesn't even flinch. Though he's a strato like you, he barely tries to defend your choice. This planet needs all kinds, Rhett reminds Vase, then turns to you. Suit yourself, Heather. I've always said the colony should take more active role in defending itself, but I can't force you. Yet. Ooh. I was hoping to be able to get into the swamp, but I don't want to hunt. So, let's see. Engineering we're working on, so I guess we could try continuing in engineering, because engineering's pretty good. So let's see. Engineering and reasoning would be good. And that's engineering and creativity. I don't think we'd manage to get creativity up high enough to do anything with it. Okay, so let's do this one. You do some work with the construction crew this week, observing how they use congruence in their hollow projectors to plan, build, and repair the colony. The foreman walks you through the projections, literally, and points out various architectural details adapted to life on Vertumnalia, like canopies over the windows to keep the temperature down. It's really neat to learn how architecture can address all of these environmental concerns, so you don't have to rely on resource-hogging life support systems. Okay. So, let's see. We'll do 3, 4, 5. Actually, yeah, oh, that's fine. Do that. Alright. So that's good. Apparently have a lot of strength cards. Early pollen. Go to mid pollen. Anyone have anything interesting to say? Nope, not really. So I could try something over in here. Shovel dirt is toughness. Biology and toughness. I don't really need biology at this point. Tending animals. So let's just shovel dirt, because that'll give us toughness, and that'll start pushing that up. You're taking your lunch break with Cal and talking about edible Vertumnan plants. Did you know that the dirt and climate and stuff actually changes the taste of what you eat, Cal says, spooning chickpea curry into his mouth. So the stuff we grow in the dirt here actually tastes different than what we grow in hydroponics, and it all tastes different than it did on the ship, or on Earth. It's called terrier, like terra, you know, like Earth. He smiles, a few grains of rice falling from his mouth. Man, I can't wait to eat more native plants, he says. I just think they're going to be better for us, you know? Like, we breathe this air, we drink the water, so why are we still eating Earth food? Because half the plants are alive. Like, they're animal-plant hybrids. You're eating something alive. Wow, Cal sounds a lot more sophisticated than you took him for. Like, terrier? Really? You think about this when Cal scoops up a handful of red soil. I wonder if Vertumnan dirt tastes different. Let's find out, he says, bringing it to his mouth. Wait, at least use some spices. Iron stomach, what is it? This one has a gem on it, which I think might be good. Okay, let's do that. You suggest that instead of eating dirt, Cal should eat something that grows in the dirt. Maybe something like grass roots that you turn up when tilling the fields. Your dad says they're edible, with a strong spicy taste kind of like ginger. You make a curry with vegetables from the greenhouses. Eggplant and peppers and tomatoes. All sort of small and sad because Earth stuff doesn't grow all that well here. You spice it up with native gingerish root. It's tangy and a little sweet. Okay. So, let's see. Four, 5, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. We did get a negative on that. From that 4 there. Okay. That's fine. But we did get 6 toughness. I am not seeing any, like, progress sort of stuff. Like storyline progress, so maybe we just do other stuff for now. Reasoning and organizing, bravery. Let's see what's in here. Bravery and toughness, combat and animals. I mean, that might be okay. Our combat's getting somewhere. Our perception doesn't need more work. Combat and bravery. Let's do defense training. Rhett has set up a sort of final battle for those of you who are ready to prove that you've learned everything you need to know about self-defense. It's a gauntlet that tests a combination of skills: physical fitness, perception, weapon skills, and hand-to-hand combat. You and Vase are paired to face the gauntlet together. At the end, he'll be your grappling partner. You'll get a certain number of points towards passing the class for each skill you demonstrate correctly, and a large chunk for winning the combat portion. Accrue enough points and you pass. It's possible to pass the class while losing the final combat, but it'll be hard. Vase smirks at you as you take your places. Rhett blows a whistle and you both set off through the obstacle course. You're neck and neck as you navigate knee-deep water, bounce through proof shroom mats, climb a lookout tower, and other feats of physical fitness. Your perception is tested as well. An automated turret lobs beanbags at you, each hit adding time to your score. Vase has you solidly beaten the firing range portion. So you go into the final combat with a point deficit. You need to defeat Vase here to get enough points to pass. Okay, 97. It's a 3-round one. Okay. So, the physical cards. So let's do this one, and that one. Okay, so okay, let's do 4, 4, 4, and this 8. Okay. And then we just need 40. So let's see. Well, this one's going to be useless, +2 for every strength card, because we have no more strength cards. Let's see. That's not going to be the case. Okay, that'll get some, because it'll at least have some gems. Okay, move there. We'll put that one there. 4, 4, and 6. So we at least got a couple pairs. We are not quite there yet. Let's see, what do we have here? I need this. Okay, let's grab this, because that will give us this. Yeah, there we go. I could change it to all of them, but I'm not going to waste the thing. The battle is brutal, but you emerge victorious. Congratulations, Heather, Rhett says. The match goes to you. Increased rewards for defense training. All cards become strength. Oh, that's good. He turns to Vase, checking his holopalm. Though, according to Vase's performance during the gauntlet, you both pass. Great work, you two. I hope to see you here again, though. I'll throw in some kudos if you hang back to help the other students. You beat Vase. Wow, he's not happy about that. You turn to congratulate him, but he just scowls. Let's not rub it in. Yeah, be the better person. Vase wouldn't do the same for you, of course, but you're not Vase. Get to work. Okay. Okay, we're in dust now. Anything going on? I was hoping to be able to get into the swamp. I'm wondering if that is now is just a thing for like the hunting. Cal has something to say. He is the only one, so let's go check on him. You had plans to hang out with Cal today, but when you arrive at the geoponics dome, it's worryingly dark inside. You fumble around in the red emergency lighting until all the lights come back on with the heavy ka-chunk of a breaker being flipped. You blink into the sudden blinding light until the figures of Cal and Chief Engineer Instance resolve themselves in your vision. Absolutely no more of that, young man, Instant scolds Cal as he cradles his hoverboard in his arms. The power grid is not your plaything. I understand, Auntie, Cal says. I'm sorry. Instant mutters to herself as she passes you. Honestly, all this over a toy. Hey, Dudette, Cal greets you. Sorry, I meant to meet you outside after work, but... He looks down at his hoverboard. My board wouldn't start, and I figured it was maybe out of juice. But when I plugged it in, it flew off all these sparks, and then the whole power grid shut down. Cal's shoulders slump. I was going to ask Dr. Instant to take a look at it, but she told me she doesn't have time to fix a dumb toy. Oh, I could do it. Well, so let's do it. Well, okay, Cal says, slowly handing over the lifeless hoverboard. I guess you're pretty good at fixing things. You open up the hoverboard and poke around in its guts for a little while. After about 20 minutes, you think you have it figured out. You rewire it so that power no longer flows through the burned-out capacitor, stick a little duct tape in there, and close the casing. Cal takes the hoverboard and cautiously flips the switch. Voila, it floats. It hovers, even. Radical, Cal shouts, then covers his mouth with his hands. I mean, this is totally cool, Heather. Thanks you so much. To celebrate, Cal lets you take the first spin on the board. Whoa, it bucks like a wild animal under your feet, and Cal catches you as you stumble off of it. Careful, he laughs. That first step is a doozy. Okay. Let's go get this. And so I just need to decide to do something today. We were doing engineering, toughness, combat, and animals. I guess let's go back to engineering. It's the closest to being done. We'll do this one again. Reasoning is better than creativity for us right now. You do some work with the construction crew this week, observing how they... Okay, we've already done that. So it's the same thing. Okay. But we're trying to get skills, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. I don't really want to lose a kudos. But it's fine. This year, Governor Lum's ascension to the Vertumnalia stage is heralded by an entire military band, their instruments shiny and nano-printed new. They march out of command in formation, splitting and forming a phalanx at the foot of the stage as Lum takes his place before you. Spotlights turn on with heavy chunk noise, illuminating Lum in a halo of floating dust particles. He spreads his arms wide. Hello, Vertumna, his voice booms over the speakers. Are we winning or what? The reaction is mixed. You look around. It's easy to see the ones cheering the loudest are Helios and people who fully adopted their mentality, like Nem. The Stratos are more reserved, some even silent. Security Chief Rhett is one of them, his usual stony expression hiding his true feelings. Regardless, there's enough cheering that Lum has to wait for it to die down before he continues. We're killing it out there, people, he exclaims. Every day we claw a little more territory from the savage aliens of this planet. A potato pod arcs through the air and lands with a broken splort at Lum's feet, splattering him with juice. You don't see who threw it, but the faction from Geoponics is looking restless. They begin to jeer and stomp their feet. Lum continues on, raising his fist. Those Xenos attacked us first. And now they're learning. Don't mess with humankind. The crowd is now evenly split between cheering and booing. The Stratos are agitated, and you hear calls for things to return to how they were, and how Lum and his soldiers are killing the planet. Even the council, lined up before the stage and facing the crowd, look conflicted. That ain't how it is, Utopia turns and hollers up at Lum. You don't even know what it's like out there. You just send folks out to die for your stupid war. Utopia hops on stage and routs her own here speak through the speakers. "He's lying," she yells bitterly. "This year we lost 2 surveyors in the swamps, Sorrel and Quinny. They'd be alive today if Lum hadn't sent them to clear out a manticore den for no good reason." She jams her finger against the governor's chest. "The only threat to our colony here is you." Lum's smile doesn't change, but his eyes go cold. He snatches Utopia's hand and calmly, slowly crushes her hollow palm crystal with his thumb. You can hear the crunch of the bones of her hand before her feed cuts out. Utopia yelps as her knees buckle with pain, her bravado gone. She holds her broken hand to her chest and is too shocked to resist when Lum shoves her off stage. The crowd is stunned into silence as well. Lum clears his throat and approaches the end of the stage, looming tall over the council. "Thank you for your input," he says icily. "Your concerns have been noted." This isn't the buffoon Lum presents on his daily holovlogs, or the nuisance he is when he visits a work site. You see something in his eyes you've only caught glimmers of before: hatred. "You Stratos are lucky we didn't crush you under our boots and take your colony by force," he sneers. "Before we got here, this colony was doomed. You're only alive because I was merciful." "Just a bunch of burned-out hippie fugitives. What was your plan for surviving out here? Wishful thinking? Singing songs and talking to animals?" Laughter ripples through the Helios. "You," he gestures to the council, then jerks his thumb at his chest, "need us. Not the other way around. I'm done pretending I need to listen to your opinions. If you want to live, you'll do what I say." He stares at Dr. Instance, who glares up at him with hatred in her eyes as she tends to Utopia's hand. "Maybe it's time to clean house," he threatens. "We need team players here, ones who share one vision for the future of Vertumna." After a few tense moments, Seek clears her throat. "Ahem, sir, shall I continue with the traditional formalities now?" Lum scowls down at Seek, then throws his hands in the air. "Whatever. Do it if it makes you feel better. You're all cowards." He turns and stalks off the stage, his marching band scrambling to follow him with his exit song. As promised, there are no contests this year, but there's plenty of food and alcohol. As the sun begins to set, the Helios, including Vase and Nem, head straight for it and look ready to party into the night. The other teens seem a little less at ease. Dis, quite predictably, has already left. Let's go find Dis. You don't find Dis on the walls, or in the robotics lab, or in any of his usual hiding places. Not even Congruence can get a read on his location. You might have an idea where he could be, though. You creep up on Sim and Dis meeting in secret outside the colony walls. "Trust me, Dis, I'm not concerned," Sim says, his hand resting on Dis's shoulder entreatingly. "This planet is in no danger of being subjugated by humans." "You don't get it," Dis exclaims. "They're really serious. They're going to use bombs. You've seen bombs, right? Explosions? What if they cut down every tree, or poison the rivers, or—" Sim smiles patronizingly. "I forget, sometimes, that you're so human," he says, and Dis scowls. "You are stuck in time, unable to see beyond the next 100 years. Even if your species manages to wipe all life from this continent, we will simply bring it back again. It may take 20,000 years, but this planet will outlive you." Dis knocks Sim's hand away and wipes his eyes. "Why are you always so calm?" he spits out. "Other gardeners aren't like this. Other gardeners know that humans are dangerous." "Dis," Sim sighs, closing the distance between them and folding Dis into a gentle hug, like one would approach a biting animal. "I'm not like other gardeners. Not anymore. Just like you're not like your humans." Dis sniffles and buries his head in Sim's tattered clothing. "I just wish you'd let me help," he murmurs, almost too quiet for you to hear. I guess let's leave. I'm sure Sim knows we're there, but we don't want to embarrass Dis. You sneak back the way you came, dodging Vase and his reveling friends. They've somehow wrangled themselves a live trippet and are in the process of skewering it to roast over a big bonfire. You can hear its dying squeals from here, and shortly after that, smell the sweet, charred scent of its roasting over a flame. The party continues well into the night, with more feasting and dancing for those who support Governor Lum in his war against the planet. The week after Vertumnalia is one of the hottest since you've landed. You're supposed to take time off for a much-needed break, but it's just so humid and awful, and tempers are short. Shortly after the festival, you start seeing graffiti cropping up everywhere. It seems that a lively, if not particularly civil, conversation between the two factions is being held on the flat surfaces of the colony. Lum announces a zero-tolerance policy for political graffiti, but you notice that not every tag is being removed, just the ones against the war, of course. The atmosphere of the colony is oppressive, as thick as the choking dust heat itself. Everywhere you try to relax, people just want to talk about the war. To make matters worse, the sweltering nights are making your nightmares intense again. You return to work feeling more stressed than before. Okay, and unfortunately, because that didn't help me, I'm now gonna have to rest, probably. Okay, it looks like Nami has some things to say. Let's check around. But I think we'll probably go ahead and end here, and we'll pick up with Nami in the next one. But yeah, that is going to be everything for this time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!